Hi guys, welcome back to another Shop My Stash video. Like I promised, I'm trying to do these a little bit more often. So let's go ahead and get started. For powders, I had two powders in here. I had the e.l.f. Glow powder. It just says e.l.f. Mineral Glow and Shimmer. I tried to use this guy as a finishing powder and honestly I didn't like it so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually get rid of this guy. It's funny because this is like when they first started. They used to be eyes, lips, and face. Now they're e.l.f. Cosmetics. Weird, right? I've had it for too long. As a finishing powder, it did not work very well. Like I could see it on my skin. It did have a little bit of tint. It had larger shimmer particles. I don't know. Maybe this is something that would be good mixed into kind of like a. I don't even think that I can mix this into a body lotion because it's not just shimmer. It's actual like powder with shimmer particles. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. I just. It's time to let it go. I didn't really enjoy it and it's really old. The other powder I had in here is the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. I did like this guy and it's in the shade Translucent. This is just gonna come out of here and gonna go back into my collection. I have the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. I really enjoyed this guy. I used it a couple times. I finished the other one that was in here and then I started working on this one. I really liked it. It definitely gave my skin a nice glow. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of here. I put some blotting papers in here just because I needed them. For bronzers, I had the Ulta Beauty Matte Bronzer. I really enjoyed this guy as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back into my collection. It's very easy to work with and I like the shade of it. Wet n Wild Sangria Castles. I tried to use this guy as a bronzer topper, but it just did not work out very well. This is a product that I would not mind saving for summertime and actually using on my body. So I might take it out of my makeup drawers and put it in like my kind of like skincare collection. Not skincare, but like body lotions kind of thing, illuminators and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it to that, because it would be really nice in the summertime when I have a little bit of a tan to actually use it on my body. But on my face, it's just way too dark. Even if I had a tan on my face, it would be too dark. I had the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This guy is absolutely beautiful. This is the shade Lighter Skin, so I can go really heavy-handed with this guy. It doesn't look bad. It's beautiful. It blends really easily and those are like $5 and they are pretty gigantic. This is 15 grams. So that's a really big product. For blushes, I had the ColourPop Disney Designer Collection Court of Miracles. This is, I guess, Court of Miracles. This was really beautiful. I did go very light-handed with it, but it looked absolutely stunning on the skin. I'm going to go ahead and put it into my collection. The other blush that I had in here is this Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Mauve Sunrise. I did not use this guy. I kind of forgot that I had it in here, so I'm going to keep it in here for a little bit longer. I did have other blushes, and then we'll talk about these real quick. I had the MAC. These are kind of like my Made palette from MAC. I just need 3 more things. I had the blush Snapdragon. I don't know what shade it is. Every time I forget. I don't remember these shades, but I did use both of them. I did really like them. And then I used this Emphasize powder. I tried using it under my eye. It was a little bit hard to use under the eye because it does have a little bit of glow, but I couldn't even use it as like, I don't know. I had a hard time with this powder. I'm gonna have to like look it up how to use it properly. It's supposed to be one of the best-selling contouring like products at MAC for highlighting, or I don't know. I have to look up how to use it. For now, I'm keeping it into my collection, but it's gonna come out of this drawer. I did have another like face palette in here. Maybe we should talk about that real quick. I had not ColourPop, CoverGirl. Every time I get them mixed up. This is the Peach Punch Highlighter Palette, bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I really do like this guy. I'm going to go ahead and put it into my collection. I actually really enjoy it. The formula is fantastic. For highlighters, I had the Model's Own Sculpt and Glow Highlighter Powder in Peach Pearl, shade 02. I did use this guy a couple times. It's beautiful. Yeah, kind of torn between wanting to keep it and just, you know, I just don't reach for it too often. But the times that I did use it, it looked really beautiful on the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to this. I did have both of these, and then I gave one of them to my friend, and so I'm just gonna hold on to this guy. If I like it and it's not taking up too much space, kind of takes up space, but I'm gonna keep it. And then this Ofra highlighter, I really actually enjoyed this guy as well. This is the shade Blissful. This is definitely staying into my collection. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just gonna move it out. I used all of the highlighters that were in here last time. This Pixie by Petra, this is the blush duo, but again, this is a highlight on me. It was really beautiful on the skin. I really actually enjoyed it. And then the last highlight that was in here is the Artist Couture Illuminati, the Diamond Glow Powder. This was absolutely stunning. This is a loose highlighter, but I did really enjoy it. There are larger particles of shimmer in here, kind of like the particles that are in that e.l.f. glow powder. But they look, I mean, it's beautiful. I don't find that it's kind of like, it's not chunky on the skin or anything like that. It looks really beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and move it out of my collection, out of this drawer, but keeping it into my collection. I think that was it for blushes and highlights and whatnot. For mascaras, what did I have in here? Mascaras and all that. This guy, it's empty. This L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, Lash Primer. I'm gonna go ahead and move it out, put it into my empties bin. And then the same with this Monsieur Big by Lancome. If I scrape the edges, like, I can get product out, but I don't find it that it performs as well anymore. Maybe I can get another week out of this guy, so I'm gonna keep it in here. And I did go ahead and open this one by Bare Minerals. This is the Lashtopia Mega Volume Mineral Based Mascara. I don't know how I feel about it. I used it like once or twice, so I don't know how I feel about it. The rest of the stuff, I think it's just gonna stay here. Get some more use out of it. I don't change up that stuff too often. For concealer, this Ulta Beauty, I did actually enjoy it. It looked really beautiful with this foundation, the Dose of Color, Meet Your Hue, I think so, yeah. They're both full coverage, so they look pretty nice together. I'm gonna go ahead and pull both of these into my collection. This L'Oreal Foundation True Match Super Blendable Makeup blah 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 foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. I did not enjoy it at all. I don't know if it's like the shade, kind of tried to darken it myself instead of just going out and buying my correct shade. I did not like it. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. Lots of declutters, huh? And I did pull in a black eyeliner for the waterline just because I kind of missed having a black eyeliner. The other eyeliner that I was using is in a project, and this is brown, so I wanted both black and brown. This concealer is actually a little bit deep for me right now. It kind of worked pretty well as a kind of like a little bit of a corrector. I did really like it. It blended really easily, but I need to pull it out a little bit in the summertime when I need a concealer kind of like this deep. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the eyeshadow palettes that were in here, and then we'll talk about the lip products. So I had 3 eyeshadow palettes in here. I had the Makeup Geek, the one I made myself. I chose my own eyeshadows. I really enjoyed this guy. The formula was really nice. I did use all of the shades that were in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. And the other eyeshadow palette that I had in here is the ColourPop A Flutter eyeshadow palette. This was sent to me by my friend Mariela from Makeup with Mariela. I really enjoyed it as well. I used a couple of the shades that are in here. This glitter, like pressed glitter kind of shade is absolutely stunning. I am also gonna go ahead and pull this guy out. And then the last eyeshadow palette that I had in here is this CoverGirl True Naked Chocoholic eyeshadow palette. I am gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. Kind of surprised by my decision because I did really like the formula at one point, but this time when I used it, kind of like when I blended it, kind of like the shades got all muddy together. They didn't look as nice as I remember them looking, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. I do have these shades in other palettes, so I'm not sad about it. And yeah, I just felt like the looks that I created with it just kind of looked muddy and dirty, not the way that it used to be. It still smells really good though, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. For setting spray, I had the Morphe continuous setting spray in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. I'm gonna pull a different setting spray in here, and this little Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray. I told you last time I finished the all-nighter in here, and I just put some of the setting spray that I'm trying to pan in it, so I like keeping it in here, just kind of get some use out of it. Now let's talk about the lip products that I had in here. Some of them are in my roulette lipsticks for the month of February, so they are gonna stay in here, but some of them I had chosen myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out. Where's the rest of my lippies? The rest of my lippies are in here, so I'll tell you the ones that are staying, and we'll do swatches of these at the towards the end of the video, but I'll swatch right now the ones that I'm gonna pull out. I am gonna go ahead and pull out this Ofra long lasting liquid lipstick in the shade is Brickle. This was really beautiful. I did use it, and it looks absolutely stunning on the lips. This wasn't in my February lip product, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. I'm also gonna be pulling out the Sephora cream lip shine. I don't remember the shade name. I did use this guy as well, and I will go ahead and pull it out. It's a very comfortable formula. It smells amazing, and the color is just absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna pull this guy out. The other one that I am gonna pull out is this Lancome. The shade is 168. I really like the formula of this guy. It's so comfortable on the lips, kind of like feels a little bit moussey, but it stays on the lips for a really long time. Again, this was not in my February pick, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. And then the last one that I'm gonna pull out is this Luxe Liquid Lip. This is the Disney collection, and Phoebus is the shade name. It felt nice on the lips. I just felt like the color was not very suitable for me. I'm not gonna go ahead and declutter it. I'm gonna keep it in my collection, but I am gonna go ahead and pull it out. I believe the other lip products that are in here are meant to stay for the month of February, except for this one, which was gifted to me by Influencer for review. So I'll do swatches of all of these remaining lipsticks at the end of the video. Now that we talked about everything in here, let's go ahead and shop my stash for new products to use this coming week. Alrighty, you guys, let's go ahead and shop my stash for new makeup to use for the next week. We're gonna go ahead and get started with the new makeup drawer. I do have a couple things in here that I think I would like to try out. Yeah, to see what do I have? What do I want to try out? I know for sure I want to use this Dose of Colors Disney. This is the the mini palette. It has eyeshadows, like pinky eyeshadows, and it's got a blush in here. My husband bought me this for Christmas. Yeah, I need to pull it in. I really want to play with this guy. The other eyeshadow palette that I really would like to pull in, I'm gonna pull in one of these two that I won from my friend Caena's giveaway on her Caena's Closet channel. One is the Rose, the shade for Rose, and one is the Deep Neutrals. I think I'm gonna pull the Deep Neutrals because I think that would go really well with the Dose of Colors palette, and those are by Fenty Beauty. So I'm gonna pull this guy in. I think that might be it for new eyeshadow palettes, because I do want to use one of the older eyeshadow palettes that I do have. Let's see, I'm gonna pull in this red lipstick. This is by Pat McGrath, and this is Major Red. So I'm definitely gonna pull in this red lipstick. Let's see, should I do a nude lipstick as well? How about we do this guy? This is by Milani. This is the Keep It Full, and this is Rosy Bronze. I think that should be enough for lip products. Actually no, I want to pull in this guy. It's been a long time since I just hauled it and I never used it. This is by Patrick Ta, and this is Major Glow. She's expensive. I'm gonna pull in this lip gloss instead. For primer, do I want a new primer? I found this guy's a TJ Mask matte. TJ Mask. I've been watching too much cartoons. Oh, I didn't even have you guys like in here. Sorry about that. And I found this guy at TJ Maxx as well, the Laura Geller Quenching Tint Hydrating Foundation. This is in the shade Light, so I kind of want to use maybe this one. I have this one as well. They're new. And I have this guy by Clinique. Let's see. Kind of, they're all lighter coverage, I believe. So let's see, which one do we want to do? I'm gonna go with this one. No, I mean, do I? Yeah, I do. I want to pull in this Laura Geller Quenching Tint Hydrating Foundation in the shade Light. It kind of seemed, when I swatched it, it seemed more like a BB cream, a very light coverage, which is nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy in. I'll probably pull in one of my older foundations as well. Okay, this palette is still up for grabs. If you want it, please go ahead and leave me a comment in the description box so I can contact you. I did say that it was in a giveaway a couple weeks ago, and no one responded to me, so it's up for grabs. If you would like it, just let me know, leave me a comment, and if I get more than one person interested, I'll probably do it in a giveaway kind of style. But leave me a comment and leave me an actual working Instagram handle, because I tried contacting the person who wanted it last time and their account doesn't exist. So Tetris Ipsy, and this is like the purpley one. I would be more than happy to send it to you. I do have two of these, so I haven't swatched either of them, so I have it. If you want it, let me know. I kind of want to try this concealer by Too Faced. This is the Born This Way. I don't know why I picked up the shade Golden Beige. What was I thinking? I'm usually light beige in their concealer. I feel like Golden Beige might be a little too dark for me. I don't know. Do I want to use this concealer, or do I have another concealer? I do have this other one, which I kind of do miss, and this is the Naturalizer by Maybelline. Do I have any other concealers in here? I don't. So let's do it. I'm gonna pull in this Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer Golden Beige. Might be too dark, but we'll give it a shot. For primer, I really want to try this guy. This came in a Ipsy box, a glam box a while ago. This is the Illamasqua Hydro Veil Hydrating Gel, but I couldn't figure out if it's a primer or if it's, well, it says perfect base for long wear foundation application. So I'm gonna pull it in. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it in. I'm gonna try it and see how it is. It's a really big, like really big guy. Really big guy. So let's see. That's what it looks like. Well, we'll give it a shot. Let's try it. Why not, right? So I'm gonna pull this guy in. Actually, I kind of want to change my mind. Instead of using this concealer, the Too Faced one, I'm gonna pull in this new one by NYX. This is the Born to Glow Radiant Concealer, and I picked up the shade Natural. So I'm gonna do this because I have a feeling this is gonna be too dark. I'll save it for summer foundations. So I'm gonna do this guy. Do I want to pull anything else from here? How about we do, Let's see. I picked up, where did I put it? I picked up this Physicians Formula, the Physicians Formula Butter Collection palette, X Wiley. I don't know how to say her name. I'm not really familiar with her channel. I don't know, is she a YouTuber, Instagrammer? I'm not sure, but the palette just spoke to me. So I'm gonna pull in this palette, 2 highlighters, 2 blushes, and 2 bronzers. These are all limited edition, but these exist already in their line. So I think that will give me enough blush options, 2 highlights, 2 bronzers. So I might not pick up anything else like a blush and bronzers, because with this and the Dose of Colors blush, I think I should be set. For highlighter, I may actually go ahead and pull in one more highlight. Maybe I'll just pull in an older highlighter from my collection. So that's it. Let's go ahead and move on from here. Let's do a setting spray, a setting mist. Okay, so for setting spray, let's see. I think, what do I want to do? I do like these, the Look Lock Up, both by CoverGirl, and I do like the Rimmel Stay Matte. And but I think I might go ahead and pull in this guy, the Wet n Wild Photo Finish, the matte one. I had changed the pump on here, like the spritzer, because the one that came with the matte one just was horrible. And I don't think there's much in here. It would be nice to just finish this guy and be done with it. There's quite a few setting sprays in here, setting mist. So I'm going to pull in this one. For primers, I feel like I want to pull in something else other than that one, just in case I didn't really like it or it doesn't work very well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in one of these primers from here. I think I will do... I always reach for the same stuff. Let's see. What do I want to try out? What do we have here? We have the Becca First Light Priming Filter. Is that the same as this one? No, this is Backlight. Which one is this one? And I have a Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer. And I have a Smashbox Primerizer. Should we do those and just be done with these? Should I do those 2 Smashbox ones? Sure, let's go ahead and do that. And then I can get rid of these from in here. I'm going to pull in these 2. It would be nice to just be done with them, use them up, and just move on. I need to figure out a system here because I do have quite a few primers. And actually, I want to go ahead and give this guy a shot, the Milani eyeshadow primer. I've been using the MAC Paint Pot forever, and I want to use something else. I'm going to pull in this for eye primer. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and start with some older eyeshadow palettes. Pull something, one of these palettes in. Today is Valentine's Day, and I kind of feel like I want to pull in, Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. I feel like I want to pull in something pinky. I know, shocker, right? So I think I miss using one of these. This guy was really beautiful. The Venus 3. By Lime Crime. I really like this guy. What happened here? Is it supposed to be like it? Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Or the Venus XL. These are just beautiful shades for this time. I think I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one because it's kind of got like the purples in here. And then that Dose of Colors that I pulled in has got the pinks. And I got a neutral from the Fenty palette. So I'm going to do this guy. Okay, now let's go ahead and pick out a foundation. I haven't used this one in a long time. And I know I really like it. Haven't used these in a long time. And I know I really, really like them. The Smashbox ones. like the e.l.f. one as well. I think I'm gonna pull in the e.l.f. It's been a really long time since I used this guy. And these are a little bit more, I need to be just a little tiny bit more tan. Ooh, but I also like the Catrice. Forget it, I'm gonna pull in the Catrice since that Laura Geller product that we pulled in was a very light coverage. I'm gonna pull in this Catrice HD liquid coverage, and I'm also gonna pull in, for concealer, I wanna pull in some, which other concealer do I wanna pull in? How about we do the Naked Skin? I haven't used it in quite some time. I'm gonna pull in the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. That's the original Naked Skin. Okay, let's go ahead and pull in a powder. I don't have any powders currently in the drawer, so for finishing powder, yeah, you know it. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this guy in. My favorite finishing powder by Hourglass, and this is the Luminous Light, so I'm pulling that in as a finishing powder. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, let's see, it's been quite some time since I used any of those Joa powders. I'm gonna pull in, one is in peach and one is in banana. I'm gonna pull in banana to use under the eye. I do really like that. I do want to pull in a pressed powder, and this is one of my favorite pressed powders. I would like to pull this guy into, this is the Maybelline Superstay Butter Skin Transforming Powder, and this is the shade 20 Classic Ivory, but I do really like it as a setting powder. I want to pull this guy in. How about we do one more? Just because, you know, why not? It's been a while. Oh, this guy is so bulky. This is the Translucent Extra Coverage by Coty, Airspun. I kind of want to try the Derma Blend, like give it a real shot. This might be really good with that Laura Geller Hydrating Foundation. Let's do it. Let's. What do we got to lose? I'm gonna use the Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder, and this is the original. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And since it's all like the rage and the hype now, using that Blendiful by Tati Beauty, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in one of these. I'm gonna pull in this guy, my Laura Mercier Poof. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and pull in one more bronzer. I guess 2 bronzers were not enough for me, so I do want to pull in one more bronzer. I'm good with blushes. I'll have 4 options, but I'll also pull in a highlighter. For bronzer, because the 2 bronzers that are in the Physicians Formula palette might be a little deep, so I would like to go in a little bit lighter, something, just a little tiny bit lighter. And for that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, I miss using Capri Coast. It's been a while. Ooh, I really miss this guy. It's been a really long while, and actually this might be the best option because it has the, you know, like the bronzer and the highlight. The highlight is definitely subtle. The bronzer is kind of contoury. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? I think I want to do this guy. Yeah, it's been quite some time since I used it. I really like this one. Another option that I really like, but I just had it in there too. I really like the Sun Bunny as well. Go for a glowy. Now I'm gonna go for the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Face Sculpting Palette. This is the light one. I'm gonna do this guy. And actually, why don't we go ahead and pull in, I know I just went through my foundation drawer, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull in this one, the Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. Bright highlighter kind of thing. This would look really pretty mixed in with the the Catrice foundation, and I have this in the shade light medium. I'm gonna pull in this as well. I do want one more highlight. Why not? Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, like I said, I want to pull in one more highlighter. Not what I really should be saying right now, but what should we pull in? Where's this guy? I know this is a blush, but on me it's kind of a highlighter thing. This is by Milani, and this is Rosa Romantica. This is definitely not a blush. This is a highlight. I'm gonna go with this guy. I'm gonna do this Milani Baked Blush in Rosa Romantica. All right, I went ahead and put everything back in the drawer. Let's go ahead and do quick swatches. We'll do a recap of everything that's in here. For powders, I do have the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin powder. I do like it all over the face. I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy a shot under the eye. This is by Joa Beauty, and this is the Selfie Ready Setting Powder, and that's the shade Banana. I don't know what I thought about this guy. It's been so long since I used it, but I know it's a favorite for a lot of people. And this is the Derma Blend loose setting powder, and this is the original. I do want to give it a shot. It's supposed to be really mattifying, so we'll see how it goes, or if it goes really well with that Laura Geller kind of BB really hydrating foundation. Hourglass luminous powder. This is in Luminous Light. It's my favorite finishing powder, so I had to put it in here. For primers, I think it's shifted a little bit. It looks a little bit different because you're gonna have, you know, different things this time around. Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer and Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer. I don't know. I don't think I've ever used a pore minimizer from Smashbox, so that would be interesting. And I have that Illamasqua gel thing that's supposed to prolong the wear of foundation. We'll see how that one goes. Let's do. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the palette. Okay, let me pull face products out real quick. Here they are, and there's one in here. So let's do blushes. Let's swatch some blushes first. Dose of Colors palette. Look at that, Hello Girly blush. It is such a beautiful color. Totally my kind of blush shade. That peachy, like neutral peachy blush. Oh, so beautiful. I'm so excited to use this guy. The other blush that is in here from last week is the. I'm always fascinated by this formula. It feels so unique. This is the Bounce and Blur in Mauve Sunrise. So there's that. I need to use it. That's a beautiful color. And then the two blushes that came in that Wiley, I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name. I'm not familiar with her. So there's this one, which is Wildflower. This is limited edition, and then this is also limited edition, and this is the apricot shade. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them over here. Here's apricot. It's really pretty. Oh, I love this. I love the smell. You know, not everybody's cup of tea. They look very similar to the other two, don't they? Like really similar. Okay, excited for that. And since I have this palette open, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the bronzers that are in here. Okay, the bronzers are not limited edition. They are existing shades in Physicians Formula line. This is the deep bronzer, and this is the sunset bronzer. I don't remember it looking like this. I think these are more. They're really deep. That's all right. I can just go light-handed. So there's the two bronzers, and then there's the other bronzer that I pulled in is this guy from the Charlotte Tilbury sculpting palette. Is it Sculpt? Hollywood Sculpt? Film Star Bronze and Glow. Okay, medium pale face sculpt. This is more definitely lighter. It does need to be built up on the skin, but it's beautiful because it's kind of a hybrid between a contour and a bronzer. I'm really excited to use this guy. It's been a really long time since I actually played with it. Okay, and let's go ahead and swatch the highlight that's in here. It's not a bam in your face kind of highlight. It's subtle. I say that, and look how much I picked up. Um, so there it is. It blends really beautifully in the skin. It kind of like melts into the skin, which is what I really like about it. So there is that. And I think the packaging of this palette is stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back in its packaging because, yeah, it's kind of unique. Let's swatch the highlights that are in the Physicians Formula palette. I do like the formula. It's that like a bouncy formula from Physicians Formula. Golden Hour and Whimsical. So this is the Golden Hour, which is kind of fits very well, and this is Whimsical. That's a beautiful, beautiful shade. Woo! I got lots of highlights still on my hand, so let's do this. Highlight my whole body, highlight my whole body. And then the last highlighter that I picked out is actually a blush, but it's definitely a highlighter on me, and this is by Milani, the Baked Blush in Rosa Romantica. Maybe if you're much lighter than me, this would be a blush on you, but come on, this is a highlight for sure on my skin tone. It's really pretty. It's kind of like a mauvey pink kind of shade. I'm excited to play with it. I'm excited to use this guy. Okay, and since we're still kind of on the highlight train, let's do a quick swatch of this Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow thing from Charlotte Tilbury. I do like to use it kind of like all over the face, honestly. To be honest, I like blending it all over the face. It does leave a really beautiful glow, which I do really enjoy. So I'm excited to use this guy. There's no changes in here. I did pull in the two concealers, the one by Urban Decay, the Naked Skin Concealer, and this guy by NYX, the Born to Glow. I swatched this in store and at Ulta, and I actually did really enjoy the formula of it, but I don't know how it's gonna work under the eye, so I'm excited to give that a shot. I do have the two setting sprays in here, the Laura Geller foundation, the Quench and Tint hydrating foundation in the shade Light. I just want to show you how like this guy is very, watch, I blend it and then it's kind of like gone, no coverage. So to me, that's more of a like a BB cream. I hope that it looks really nice on the skin. This is in the shade Light. It's probably why there weren't so many shades of this thing. The shade Light. So I'm hoping this guy set with one of these powders will be nice. We'll see, or maybe I'll have to wear it on no makeup days. The Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and this is the shade Hazelnut Beige. I had a different shade previously which didn't work, so I decluttered it and I picked up the Hazelnut Beige. Let's do a couple swatches of the eyeshadow palettes, and then the last thing we'll do is some lipstick swatches. So the eyeshadow palettes that I do have in here, I have the Venus Venus 3 by Lime Crime. I have the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. This is like the shade 3, which is Deep Neutrals. Again, I won this giveaway that my friend Caena was having on Caena's Closet, and I have the Dose of Colors mini eyeshadow palette. The Disney mini eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, I just don't want to touch it. It's so beautiful, but I should. I'm gonna do, let's do this guy. Ooh, shimmer on. I do want to do this guy. It's a unique shade, and I love having black. We'll just do all of these. There's that shimmery shade. There's that matte. That's a definitely unique shade. Ooh, that's really pretty too. I feel like this palette's kind of a hybrid between the Venus and the other one by Fenty Beauty. Look, got the neutrals here. And then let's do the colors. Why not? Glam Girl, Dots Are Hot, and Forever in Style, which is the black. Forever in Style, Dots Are Hot, and I don't remember the name. I love the Dose of Colors formula. This just looks absolutely stunning. So I'm really excited to use these on my eyes. Okay, the next eyeshadow palette is the Fenty Beauty, and this is the number 3, which is the Deep Neutrals. Definitely my kind of shades. I'm just gonna do, we'll just do 3 of these. Oh, they feel really nice. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. Ay, 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 that's absolutely stunning. It reminds me of that MAC eyeshadow. This one, maybe? Stylishly Mary. No, this is a... not quite. Not quite. This is a lot lighter in color. This is like a deeper coppery shade. But they kind of have the same kind of duochrome shift a little bit. Okay, so there's that palette. And then let's do a couple swatches of the Venus 3 by Lime Crime. Again, like I said, this was heavily influenced, heavily influenced by my friend Caena. You want to do this one? You want to do this one? Oh, so pretty. Let's do this guy. How about, why not? You can tell I love this shade because I definitely reached for it quite a bit of time. Quite a bit of times. Oh, these are so beautiful. Yeah, I cannot wait to play with this one. I love the formula of these. I love the shades. I love how different they look on the skin compared to like in the pan. They're definitely unique. So there's the eyeshadow palettes that I will be playing with for the next week. Might be a little excessive, 3 eyeshadow palettes, but it is what it is. And then lastly, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the swatches, the lippy swatches. I'll do those off camera and then I'll come back and show you what the lipsticks are. All right, you guys ready for some lip swatches? The first one over here is the Too Faced Grin and Bear It. One of the Tutti Frutti collection things. Honestly, I haven't used this guy yet, so I really need to go ahead and do that. The next one, right next to it, is Give a Fig by Bobbi Brown. I love this formula, the crushed liquid lip. I absolutely love it. Right next to it, another product that I absolutely love, and this is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon, and this is the shade Enjoy the View. I love the scent, I love the color, I love how comfortable it is. I have used it, but I'm gonna continue to use it. Right next to that is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. I do not know what the shade name is. Again, this is a product that I've already used in February, and I do really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in here. Right next to it is Wet n Wild, and this is Hot Paris Nights. Hot Paris Pink. I haven't used this guy on my lips yet. I kind of look forward to it. It's a little pinky, and when it like that top layer wears off, it leaves a really beautiful stain to the lips. That's what I really like about it. Next to it is a Smashbox liquid lip, a metallic always on liquid lip, and this is in the shade Man Eater. Really beautiful metallic red lipstick. The gloss right next to it is by Laura Geller, and this is the Color Luster lip gloss in Amethyst Glaze. I love this thing. I've definitely used it this month, but I do like it. I'm gonna keep using it. Dose of Colors is right next to it, and this is the shade Mocha. Quite a bit of Dose of Colors this week, and that's okay. I really like this guy. Over here is by Pat McGrath, and this is the shade 1995. It's really beautiful. It's a little bit more, I don't know, just a little tiny bit warmer than the Dose of Color shade. The Dose of Color shade is more like on the cool neutral side, so just a little tiny bit warmer. I do really like this guy as well. This was sent to me by Influencer again, and this is the Bare Minerals. The shade is Courage. This is the Mineralist Hydra Smoothing Lipstick. I'm getting old, guys. I have a really hard time reading the little tiny prints, but there it is right there. I have really been loving this guy. It's so comfortable on the lip. I do need to go ahead and actually post my review on it now that I've actually used it. I like it. I highly recommend it. The one right next to it is the absolutely stunning Major Red Lipstick by Pat McGrath. I remember buying this guy when she had those lipsticks on sale for $10. I actually ordered a couple shades, and then they canceled my order and only sent me this one. Go figure. That sucked. I was bummed. I was crushed kind of thing. So, what is this? I do like the packaging, so forgive me. I'm keeping the packaging. Yeah, that's beautiful. Might be a hassle every time I want to use it, but whatever. Patrick Ta is the one right here on top. You can hardly see it, but she's expensive. I do like how this It smells like minty. Actually, I really like those. So I'm excited to play with this. I know I used it when I first hauled it. I used it a couple times. And then the remaining here is the Rimmel Stay Glossy. I do like this guy if I'm using a lipstick that just needs a little bit, or even if I just want a clear gloss. I do really like this guy by Rimmel. And the lip liners that I have in here, the Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in my project pan for 2020. There it is. Right next to it is gonna be Profusion. I used this guy with a couple of these lipsticks. Actually, I did really like it. I like the formula, and I have really been enjoying this Bite lip liner. It's just the perfect time of the year to use it, like Valentine's Day, February. There. I think this is it. This is everything that I have in here. I don't know if I have too much, if I have too little. Whatever I don't get to use will just stay in here next time around. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe and be always here with me on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you lasted all the way to the end, thank you. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful Valentine's Day. You're not gonna see this on Valentine's, but I try my best. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.